For this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders. And off we go from Denver. This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Fakes the give to Gordon. Now here's Locke to throw. Out to his left. And this one is incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Eluding the pressure right. He finds his man, complete. It's Beck. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Locke with the throw, caught by Hamler. 7 yards, the pick up there. And, Charles, this defense, they know that they've got their work cut out for them. Here's a quarterback coming off a game in which he threw 4 touchdowns. They've watched the tape all week. They've seen it, but what can they do differently?
I think they've got to approach it like a pitcher facing a really hot batter. Get him uncomfortable in the box. Change speeds, change locations, change the pitches you throw at him. So show different coverages, blitz sometimes, drop back other times. Just don't let him get comfortable or let him get into rhythm.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. McManus's point after is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Jacobs with a carry on 1st down as he'll get about 3 there before he's taken down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And some room to roam now. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
And there's a typical run by Josh Jacobs, one where as a defender, you have to make a decision about how you approach him because he's awfully physical with the ball in his hands. 12 touchdowns on the ground last year after 7 as a rookie, and he was a 1,000-yard rusher in each of his first 2 seasons. Wouldn't surprise me with enough touches, he can easily crack the 1,500.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie corner, Pat Surtain. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, but it'll be second down. Shotgun snap to Locke. This is Hamler on the receiving end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And K.J. Hamler really started to come on strong late in his rookie year. Second-round pick out of Penn State in 2020. Shifty, excellent speed, and good hands that he exhibited right there.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The former third overall pick, Solomon Thomas, with a high motor that time, and the tackle for loss. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Broncos lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And this goes out wide for Drake. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Carr. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first. They fake the handoff. Now Carr rolling to his right. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Excellent anticipation again by Justin Simmons. Read the play the entire way. Career high 5 interceptions in 2020. A first-time Pro Bowler. I doubt it'll be his last.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They fake the handoff, now Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play. but he could not pull it in. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Locke. And that's checked down to Gordon. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. Room here to run. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs, boy, I tell you, he is a complete package. The power that he has to run through you, and then he's also got the speed to run away from you, as we saw there.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works. But he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll hand this one off to Gordon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Locke flushed out right. And Gordon's got it. Touchdown! Melvin Gordon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
For the defense, the problem wasn't so much that they let him catch that drag route. It's that they had nobody around him after the catch.
As you well know, when they make the catch, you have to make the tackle up.
Touchdown, Raiders! Darren Waller with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. On is the Raider kickoff unit now, as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. Now Gordon on 1st down. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Divine Diablo there to make the stop. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw it is Locke. Flush to his right. Over the middle, complete. It's Gordon. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos push further out in front. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And he will find his man Ruggs. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. On play action, it's Carr. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
No tight end had more catches in 2020 than Darren Waller with 107. The 3rd most by a tight end in history. Maybe we should just take the label off and call him an outstanding receiver.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Drake. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Here's Jacobs. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs. As the first half is winding down. And the Raiders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. This is Gordon on the dump-off. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from TCU, Trayvon Merrick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on out to our studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
On second down now, it's Jacobs, and down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
151 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. On play action, now Carr. This is Smith with a grab. Touchdown! Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr, and the Raiders have taken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Justin Simmons. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Here's a throw off the scramble, and that's complete out left. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First down Broncos as Locke finds Judy. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Throwing on first down is Locke, eluding the pressure right. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Locke now on first down. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On second and 10, Locke. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Gordon. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, second and goal. Again, Gordon. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, he pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. They'll go for it. It's Locke sliding out of the pocket. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with a football. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now their defense came through with the goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. A goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath. 2nd
down, Jacobs once more. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 181 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side here with Love. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. So, Charles, you look at this offense. So what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
This ball nearly intercepted. A once-in-a-season chance for the big fella. But he couldn't corral it. 4th down, straight ahead. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Carr, got to have this one. Escaping the pressure right. And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And bulldozing his way through. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Going to give it to Love. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Bryce Love, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. Well, we won't say the comeback is complete just yet, but boy, they have come roaring back to take this 4th quarter lead.
And I like the way that you put that, because it's not complete just yet. bet, but just think about the other side, where they are right now, because they've got to be saying, how did we let this one get away? We were in complete control, well on our way to victory, and now all of a sudden, we're losing. How did that happen?
Carr will look to throw. Flushed out right. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives them a 7-point lead. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. KJ Hamler returning it. And he returns this to the 22. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Locke. He's got a man. Complete. Past the 20. 10. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant, 78 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Baron Browning, the one who brought him down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Carr, a handoff here to Drake. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
On 1st down, Drake. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. 68 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Broncos, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia.